Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I was feeling called to pull some cards. I felt like the fairies have something to say today. I also wanted to try my new deck, the Angel Numbers deck. So I'll pull these after I pull these. I usually allow about maybe 4 or 5, just depending on how communicative the cards are for the day, but usually about 4 or 5. Okay, so Spirit, we are asking for clear guidance and any messages that are wanting to come through for anybody that could use the guidance or some clear communication from the fairies. We thank you so much for your continued divine support and your love and your compassion through these readings. And our intention is to get the messages across in the most clear and concise ways. Thank you so much, fairies. And let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's see what the fairies have to say today. I don't do a lot of readings, but when I'm called, that's my time. That's my time. That's my time. Let's go. Spirit, what are we looking at today? I don't know. Okay, oh, 4, exactly 4 just came out. All right, here we go. Have not looked. They're down like this. I'm going to flip them around. First card on the deck is Spiritual Teacher. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Okay. I take it that the majority that are coming across this message already know. All right, my video just cut out, but I'm just going to start right back up again. So still, first card out on the deck, Spiritual Teacher. So those of you that are passing by this channel and decided to, check this out, I think you already know that you are a spiritual teacher, and this card is kind of giving you the promptings, the kind of the support or the nudge to listen to your intuition, just listen to the guidance. And I think you have something to say. So whether it's through one of these platforms or maybe one-on-one coaching, any sort of like career in the healing arts, I think you've been feeling the nudge to look further into it, and this is your confirmation that you are on the right path. So continue doing your research, doing your digging, and kind of dig within yourself, because all of your answers are from within. But if you have been feeling the nudge to really go in this direction in healing or becoming a shaman or anything like that, go for it. This is the time to do it. And whatever hunches you're getting, or that feeling of just, this is the direction I want to go in, your hunch is correct. This is the way to go. Okay, so we have Spiritual Teacher. Next, Winter. Ooh, Winter. I think this is more about timing. What does it say here? The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So there's something about this winter. I mean, in some parts there's, we are in a winter. I just got back from Canada and it feels very much like winter there. There was snow on the ground. And of course, up in the Northeast, you're still dealing with winter. But I'm getting that probably winter months, we're talking maybe November and December of this year. So it is going to take a little bit of time for this to, maybe materialize. If you're just building a business, building a channel, starting to, kind of do your fact gathering and really kind of take your time. If this is the career path that you're looking to go into, take your time. You may not see too much movement until the winter months, which I know can be a little disheartening, but this kind of thing, anything that's like of value, I feel like does take time. and usually doesn't like explode right away. I feel like things that are really meant to last, if you're trying to build a legacy, will take time. So maybe the winter months is when you're really going to start to see some movement if you plant your seeds now. I mean, winter's going to be here like that. I feel like we're already entering summer, but I live in Florida, so it always kind of feels like summer here. But as we're coming, as we're entering into kind of the Easter zone, I always feel like, oh my God, summer's just right around the corner. This is going to be here before you know it. But I feel like this is kind of the time period where things are going to grow. And I know winter's a weird time for things to grow because usually it's around the springtime when things start to blossom. But I don't know. I think you might really be starting to see some movement around this time. So, but plant your seeds now. Really, just start now. Wherever you're at, just start now. And one step you take, the universe usually takes like 1,000 more. So just start now. Even if it's just making a tarot card purchase or buying a crystal for yourself. I just lost my crystal here. Like a stone, anything to kind of get the juices flowing, just to get the wheel turning. Okay, next one is new career. Wow, this really feels like this whole reading is about people that are about to embark on a new chapter. And this is, I just feel like we're talking about people that are looking to start a career that has, kind of spirituality as like the foundation, or the like holistic healing arts. But this is all, I mean, this all seems to be playing a part. I mean, I love when I just pull like 4 or 5 cards, because it's just like a trail. Like, this is kind of where you're going. And this is the industry that you're going to be in. And I think it's going to like really start to materialize in the winter months. But let me go ahead and read this card. It's so beautiful. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. I think what I'm getting is that people that I'm speaking to, they're realizing that you don't have to struggle and stress to have a really like thriving career. And a spirit is trying to tell you that what kind of lights up your heart, lights up your soul, you will make money. You will be abundant, because that is your path. You'll know if you feel the yes here, that is what you're meant to do. And to be quite honest, it just doesn't feel like work. And you're going to be thinking to yourself, no, this is too good to be true, to be able to make money doing something that just doesn't feel like effort. It doesn't feel like struggle and stress. My whole life, just to get to me for a second, make it about me for a second, I was not into any of this stuff in my 20s or my 30s. And I was made to believe that you must work hard and pound the pavement and struggle and no pain, no gain to make $1 in this world. And people that just work their asses off day in and day out, and just really, really like fight, like it's an uphill battle and you must climb that mountain. No, it's bullshit. You are going to burn yourself out if you're going at it from that kind of energy, from that space. And usually from that space, what's driving you is money. And I used to be in sales. I also used to do real estate. I used to be a recruiter for sales. And I was always looking for money motivated people, because that's, those people are quite good in sales if you're money motivated. After a lot of life lessons, first off, it's not to it's not to diminish sales careers and sales people out there, because we need you. Okay. And if you're good at it and if you love it, then that's your direction, that's your path. And yes, I'm sure, money is a motivator, but I felt like money was the only motivation for you to do well in any career. And it's not. In fact, I found myself in jobs that I hated because I was solely looking at the money aspect. I think the group that I'm talking to, that you are coming to the realization that, oh, my ear's itching, sorry. And usually that's when I'm starting to really channel. Sorry. I'm speaking to a group that is coming to the realization that it's not about the money. It really is about true, like, fulfillment, soul fulfillment. And you don't have to be a spiritual teacher to be fulfilled in your job. But if you find that the only fulfillment that you are getting is the money from your career, you will eventually lose the satisfaction, that feeling of satisfaction from that career, and you'll probably get bored. But if you're doing it to serve people, humanity in some way, even real estate, even a server at a restaurant, you are fulfilling a human, like, a need. It could be an experience, and even just an exchange in conversation, or supplying a new home, that huge opportunity in life, that the milestone in a person's life, to be able to, I don't know, be in service in that way by showing them their homes and helping them, with the process of buying perhaps maybe their first piece of property or real estate. I mean, if you're looking at it from a humanitarian way of it, you're contributing to them in a positive way. If you're looking at it from that way, you will find satisfaction in anything you do, and the money will come. But if you're only doing it for the money, slowly but surely, you are going to feel, I don't know, just a little lackluster about it. It's just not it's gonna feel flat eventually. You might get like all tingles and bingles about the money at first, but you're gonna realize you're gonna be looking for more, something more fulfilling. And you can find that in any industry. But again, the group that I'm talking to, I think we're going in the career path of the holistic and healing arts. I mean, again, it could be a shaman, it could be a life coach, yoga teacher, meditation teacher, even getting into or getting a job in a retreat or a healing center, even just as a receptionist, just being in that industry, being in that energy field, in that vibe. This is spirit absolutely confirming this is direction that you are going to be going in, especially if you've been feeling the nudge. Okay, and the final card that I pulled was daughter. Give me a second here. Oh my gosh, this is definitely, we're going to go back to inner child. She looks so playful in this picture. This is speaking to the divine feminine energy within all of us. So if you're a male, or if you identify as a male figure, an archetype of a male, this card will also speak to you, because we all carry both divine feminine. We have the feminine and the masculine energy. We're kind of like split 50-50, energetically speaking. And this card, before even reading the message, this card is telling me that when you're venturing into into the healing arts, it is really important that you tap into your divine feminine energy. And it is about grace, compassion, sensuality, creativity, playfulness, and don't forget your inner child, your youth. I mean, when you are embarking in this, it is really, really important to stay connected to your feminine energy, because it requires, in order to be successful at this, it will require you to really, really hone in on your divine feminine energy. Because there is going to be a lot of healing that takes place when you on yourself, when you decide that you want to go into service for others and kind of essentially serve God or source or universe when you go into this career. But it's really important that you tap in and really not become too masculine when you start going into this industry. And that means to be too much about the finances. And we were talking about how your guidance shouldn't be about the money. It should be this, for this kind of industry, for this career path, this is going to take a lot of grace. It's going to take a lot of sensitivities. And it's not going to be so much powered by like the money aspect. This is very interesting. I love this. I'm going to just go ahead and read this card. The answer to your question involves your daughter. So whenever I pull a kid card, I feel like, oh my God, this is definitely talking about my own situation. I have 2 daughters, and boy, they teach me so much. I get a lot of messages from them. They don't even realize it. One of my daughters especially manifests. She doesn't even realize that she manifests, but she manifests like crazy. She kind of skips through life. Life is quite easy for her. And part of the reason is she's learned how to like let energy pass by her, even things that bother her. She acknowledges when she's feeling frustrated, but she doesn't let it linger. She doesn't log in. And I'm always in awe of that with her, because I certainly couldn't do that when I was her age. Oh, I was so insecure at her age. I was so insecure. And I would take things personally. I think most 14, 15-year-olds do. It's just kind of part of that beast. But she gives off an energy. My daughter gives off an energy of just, you're safe around her. You're not getting judged by her. And she has her friend group, but she doesn't separate herself from even the ones that might be engaging in some risky behavior. She doesn't judge them. And she's known some of them since she was in kindergarten, first grade. So there's history there. You know, a lot of them came from the same school, and they all went to the same middle school and then to the same high school. So she's known them since before they've gone, you know, down certain roads that she herself would not choose to go down. And I admire her for that she accepts people for who they are. It doesn't mean that she's going to engage in that behavior with them, but they don't feel shunned by her. They don't feel judged by her. And so I take a lot of that from this card for myself and what I learned from her. She's only 15. I don't know. I try not to push the healing journey onto them as a career path, although I would love both of them to go in that direction, because, well, it's just so fulfilling for me. But obviously I cannot push what works for me onto them. So it's for them, it's like, it's the world is your oyster. My only message that I tell my own children is, if something doesn't feel right in here, it's probably not for you. Don't do it for the money. And also, if you are happy, you will make money. If you are happy, you can make money doing anything. If you love what you do, you will manifest. And it may not be in that specific job, but abundance will come. You will create abundance in other areas. It could be just lucky, it could be a jackpot, it could be a lottery ticket, it could be anything. It could be anything. Winning little contests, meeting most incredible humans. I mean, abundance comes in so many forms, but if you are really living in your joy, man, you will manifest, and you will manifest money. Cold, hard cash as well. Don't do it for the money. Do it for the joy. Do it for the happiness. The money will come. Oh, I love that. Okay, well, so again, this reading is definitely for those that needed some sort of confirmation that, if, whatever you're thinking about doing, I mean, I do think it's going to be in the spiritual realm. I don't know. I think you are going to be working. I think you're going to be working in the healing arts. It's I don't see a whole lot of movement until the winter months, but start making some moves now. You'll see some movement, but I think something's going to come through in the winter months. Okay, that was your fairies talking. I'm going to leave those cards down. I just got this new deck. It's very, very big. So I'm going to just attempt to do kind of a shuffle to see if something comes out. I just want to pick a few numbers. That's the book. Oh my goodness, here we go. Let's see. Oh, my back is killing me. Oh my God, I just went skiing. I killed my, so many want to come out. My hands can't even hold the whole thing. So let's see what we can do here. 100 came out. Okay, we're going to do it this way. So I'm going to spread these out. I'm going to fan them out as such. Okay, I'm going to fan them out. Okay, so, sorry, I'm just cutting back here. I picked 3 angel numbers here. And the first one is 635, stagnant. Oh boy, here we go. Life grows in the peaceful moments. The number 635. Your angels know that life has felt stagnant lately, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening behind the scenes. Oh, I love this. Sit for 1 minute where you can be undisturbed. Focus on your breathing, trying to be as connected to your own self as possible. When the minute is up, notice how much you have mindfully changed, even in that short, seemingly uneventful stretch of time. Again, this is going to take a little bit of time, okay? But anything of value will take time. But things are still happening behind the scenes. This is your confirmation. Start planting the seeds now, okay? You may not see some real movement until winter, but there's going to be other things that are happening behind the scenes. Even if you're just taking baby steps from now until winter. Trust the process. That's what this card's saying. So, I love that. Okay, next. 722, restoring acts. Clear your energetic space. Your angels need you to cleanse your energy today. Wow. They're telling you it's become too muddied with things that are holding you back. Right now, pick up some of your favorite crystals and move them in a circle around your auric field. The energy around you that is also part of you. Visualize anything that needs to go. leaving your auric field. Oh, I love this. Now, again, this and this, it is so important that you clear your space. You need to get rid of the clutter and simplify your life, because if you're going to start in this direction, you need to really simplify your life. And that means clean up the shit. That means going through your drawers, going through your closet, getting rid of things that you don't need, you don't wear, sell them, donate them, get rid of it. I went through a massive purge. It wasn't a nudge, it was a push saying, clean it up as if you are moving. That's what happened to me like in January, I want to say, or December. And I just started pulling the weeds, basically, as if I was moving. Now, I don't know. I'm in a lease for a while. I don't see a move in the future, but I was cleaning as if I was moving. Purge, purge, purge. And I realized something. I never get those. I mean, again, this wasn't a nudge. This felt like a shove to do it. And when I feel that, I know that there's something around the corner, or there's something that I needed to do this to clean it up. And because I'm doing this work, I know I need to simplify my life. And you cannot sit in clutter and shit if you are meant to heal. You need to clean up the space. And it's all about creating space. Creating space in your body. Oh, listen, my throat chakra is acting up here. Creating space in the body, creating space in your room, your habitat, your sanctuary, and then moving it out into your living space, your common areas, your car, your emails. I was talking to what I call my spirit buddy. She's my like soulmate, my closest friend. When I'm having aha moments, when I'm doing coursework, miracle work, whatever, I call her. And she was telling me she has all these Amazon accounts. And I said, why? I don't know, because I forget a password, I create another account. I'm like, get rid of all of it. You might need one for your business and one for your personal, but that's it. Clean it up. Clean it up. Even accounts you don't need, clean it up. Empty the trash. The real trash and the trash in your emails or whatever. But this is huge. If you're on this journey, you got to clean it up, because you are going to need the space. You also, what's coming through is when you go on this journey, you're going to be taking on a lot of energy. And you're going to need the space to, when you bring it in, to release it. And the problem is when you have too much clutter and shit, and you're taking on other people's energy, as you do when you do this work, by default, it is like the nature of the beast. As I said before, you are going to take on other people's energy. You need to clear up the clutter to allow the space for that energy to come in and then that energy to go out again. When you've got that stuff lingering around, you've got a lot of junk laying around, physical, tangible junk, that energy will stick on that shit and you don't want it. So just clean your space up. Also, I'm getting another message to use the sage, use the Palo Santo, I think it's called, to clean up the energy in your home and around you, in your auric field. This is not for the faint of hearts. You've been through a battle to decide that this is the direction that you want to go in, to heal. You've healed yourself. You want to heal others. You've been through a shitstorm to get to this place where this is what you want to do for a living. You really need to clean it up. Clean up everything. You've already cleaned up so much. Now it's time to clean up your physical space. For you to be able to do this in a clean way, where you don't have a lot of static and interference, and really to help others. Because you're going to be telling this to other people. Clean it up. You got to clean it up yourself. Right? We got to practice what we preach. Go minimal if you can. Go minimal. Okay. And the last angel message. Oh, and these are my numbers. Oh my gosh. 7740. I was born in 74. 74 has always been, which is an 11. And that's my birthday is an 11. These are my numbers. So this message could be meant for me. I mean, these messages are always meant for me, but meant for you. New connections. Keep an open mind. Okay, here we go. People are showing up in your life who reflect the goals you've been putting forth into the universe. Hello. If I'm showing up on your feed at some point in your life, in your time, could be a year from when I posted this. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. I'm one of them. Meet them and open yourself up to what they have to teach you about life and yourself. Could be anybody in your life, but keep an open mind. People that are showing up in your life are meant to be showing up in your life. Do not take anything for granted. Nothing. Demonstrate that your heart and mind are open to new connections by following up with a new friend at some point today. Wow, this journey, this is going to happen. And it's so exciting. You've got tribe waiting for you. You've got soul family that they're going to be coming through. Keep an open mind and an open heart. Take nothing for granted, nobody for granted. I want you to just always leave your home like a 7-year-old skipping. Every conversation, every exchange of energy, any dialogue being exchanged with anybody that you come across, treat them like you know them. Be playful. This journey here is going to open you up to so many wonderful human beings that you just didn't even know existed, and they're going to feel familiar. They're going to feel so familiar to you. Yeah, this is definitely part of this. When you embark on this, it's going to bring a whole new slew of human beings. So get ready. Maybe new best friends. I mean, you've probably had best friends for years, since maybe grade school or college. Oh gosh, why itchy? I was trying to get itchy again. But you're gonna meet people going, oh, wow, it's like I feel like I've known you forever. And yeah, it's gonna feel that way because there's like soul bonds there that have been there from previous lives. Previous lifetimes. So get ready for the adventure, and you're gonna just meet them, and there's just gonna be a connection, and you may meet them and spend a little bit of time with them, and then it could be like while you're traveling, and then you might not see them again, but know that they were meant to be there for that moment. I'm remembering when I went to Portugal to go see Muji, and there was one girl that I'd met with a few people, but she was a standout to me. And then we'd stayed in touch for a little bit, and then we kind of lost touch. But boy, she'll always remain as such an integral piece to that trip, to that adventure. And sitting in satsang with Muji, that was incredible. But she was a Brit. She was amazing. And it felt warm, it felt comfortable. And that's what's going to happen on this journey. So I'm excited for you. It's going to be a lot of interesting people that come through. This journey, it took a lot to get to this place where you decide, oh, I think this is what I want to do for a living. I want to maybe create an income stream from it. But It just feels like when they say your calling, it really does feel like a calling, a pull. Is something in your ear, and it doesn't make you want to stop. You just want to keep going. You want to keep going. And that's the difference from the other jobs that you've had, and that's all they were. They were just jobs that you don't want to do it. You didn't want to go to work. You don't want to get out of bed for it. This, you're going to want to get out of bed for. You're going to need rest in between because it is going to require energy. But you're going to be okay with that. You're going to know that is part of the job, is the resting period too, and the meditation period. The yoga, the stretching, drinking a lot of water. You're going to need a lot of rest in between, but give yourself that rest. Don't think, oh, time is money, time is money. That is not the space that this career is calling you to be in. This career path is calling you to be in the space of knowing that you're always going to be provided for, no matter how much time you're going to need to recharge your batteries. Because when you're here to heal, maybe even save some people in the mystical sense, it's going to take a lot of wherewithal. It's going to take a lot of heart and love. And there will be resistance along the way. That's why you're going to need to rest. And don't feel, like I said, don't feel guilty or bad that you're taking a day or two to recharge your batteries, worrying that, oh no, I got to keep grinding. That's the old you. That's the old paradigm of how to make money and how to build a career. No, not this type of career. This one needs a lot of rest and rejuvenation. So give yourself that, because you're worth it. Last thing, people that are on this path, they finally know that they're worth it, but they're going to get some resistance, and they're going to they're going to fall slightly back into an old pattern of questioning their worthiness because it's kind of new. But then you're going to go right back into, no. I've gotten this far. I am worthy. Give yourself the break. Give yourself the time to restore and clear your space. And, actually clearing your energetic space is the resting part. It's not just purging, old stuff that just needs to go. Clothes, shoes, books that are outdated or whatever. Donate all of that stuff, by the way. But also, clearing your space is the resting period. Meditation. Don't forget to meditate. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, well, those are my messages for you. The angel numbers have spoken. The fairies have spoken. Thank you for sticking around as long as you have to the end of this. I appreciate you. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I love you. Till my next reading, I bid you a blessed day. Take care. Bye for now.